Hi guys, it's Ali Brashler. Today we're going to move through just a fun kind of get into everything 60-minute flow. No specific proppage you need to complete this practice, but if you know that you like to use blocks or straps in any way, grab them, have them nearby, and then you're going to set up in a child's pose. So come down onto your knees. I'll meet you there. You can take your toes to touch, and then you decide how wide you want your knees at this point. If you're feeling a little crunchy, a little cold, take the knees a bit closer together. If you are feeling a bit more open, you can widen out the knees towards the outer edges of your mat. If it feels good, you're doing it right. No wrong way to do it as long as you're connecting in. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, maybe even separate your lips a little bit. And just start to notice your breath. Breath's with you all day, every day, from the moment that you're born, in fact. But it's something that we don't often pay all that much attention to. The really cool part about your respiratory system is you have the ability to shift it into manual or to keep it automatic, right? So it's going to keep you alive even if you're sound asleep or in deep, deep thought. But you have the same ability to grab onto that stick shift and to kind of move it into whatever patterning you like. So in yoga, we want to make sure that we move with our breath. So here and now, just slow down a little bit and start to take deeper breaths in through your nose and then big exhales out through your mouth. Make a little noise. Notice how your rib cage widens every breath in. You kind of inflate in that 360 space of your body. And then everything kind of comes more central as you exhale. Breathe in to feel your collarbones expand. And breathe out to start to contract your core. Now this breath is here throughout the entire practice. Come back to it whenever you feel disconnected. I want you to take one more breath in with me. Fill up really big. Open your mouth side all the way out. And reach your hands to the right side of your mat. Try to get all the way off of your sticky mat. You can even kind of hike up your belly and put it on top of your right thigh for a bit more compression. Crawl your fingers farther forward off of the mat, grip onto the floor, and pull your shoulders down towards your booty. Feel a really big stretch down the left side of your body, but remember to keep some space down the right side of your body as well. One more big full breath in to stretch long. Exhale, press your hips nice and low. Check out the other side. Walk your hands to the left. When you encounter some new territory, grip in, settle, and then start to stretch down the right side of your body. Now be sure here that the right hip doesn't lift up too high. Keep the pelvis nice and even and allow this to be all the way about your upper body. Take another full breath underneath your right ribs. Exhale, send it all the way out. And back through the center. Meet your mat once again. Get a little bit more powerful in your palms. Press down like you're making grilled cheese panini sandwiches. All the gooey cheese comes out the edges. Yeah, good. And then pull your shoulders down towards your hips. One more big breath in. Breathe it out. Come to table pose. Nothing really to accomplish here. Just move around a little bit. Get connected. Shake your booty. Roll your head. Twirl your ponytail around. Or your imaginary ponytail if you do not have one. And when you're ready, press back into down dog. And then same task list here. Just move around, let it feel good. There's no wrong way to move as long as you're connecting and it feels good. Take about 5 more breaths in your downward dog, just exploring. Try to bend one knee as you straighten out the other leg. Maybe bend into the elbows and re-straighten. Look right, look left. Do all the things that feel good. I love to crack my toes in down dog. It's like my favorite ritual here. And then start to move into stillness. So holding your space for the first time. Ground into your palms again. Squeeze the cheese out. Turn your inner upper arms forward a little bit, kind of exposing more of that lower neck. And lift the upper thighs up high as you lower your heels down low. Awesome. One more big breath in. All the way out, send it away. You can bend into your knees, but walk your hands to your feet. So back it up. Separate your feet a little bit wider and come to Ragdoll. Same situation here. There's really no wrong way to do it. You can grab your elbows, relax the hands down. Any arm position works for me as long as it works for you. And yeah, bring in a little bit of movement. It's nice to loosen up here, getting a nice surge of blood into your brain. Shift a bit more weight forward into the ball mounds of your feet to feel the additional stretch at the top of your hamstrings. And relax your hands down to the mat. Good. First time halfway lift. Bring your hands to something, whether that's your shins or the floor, and lengthen your spine out. Take another breath in and exhale, fold forward. I'm going to try that twice more. Inhale, halfway lift. It's a very important yet often underrated pose. Forward fold, exhale. Prepares you to go somewhere new. Try it once more. Big deep breath in, lengthen. And fold it forward, exhale. Good, bring your hands onto your hips, lift your chest, and stand all the way up. Relax your arms alongside your body. Roll your shoulders up to your ears, take a breath in, and slide them down your back, open up your mouth. Ha. Reach your arms up high to the ceiling, touch your palms, and bring your hands together at your heart. Close your eyes for just a moment. Let it all land. Begin your practice from here. One breath. Send it out. Reach your arms up, big breath, and fold forward, exhale, hands toward the ground. Lift up halfway, breathe in, and fold again, exhale, a little bit deeper this time. Rise again to stand, inhale, Tadasana, stretch up, and bring your hands to your heart. Twice more, inhale, reach up tall, big breath in, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen the front of your body, fold forward, lengthen the back of that bod. Once more, rise all the way up to stand. Inhale, biggest stretch, ribs up, hands together at the heart. Here we go. Reach up tall, full breath in, forward fold, breathe out. Lift up halfway, look forward, and move into plank pose. Walk your hands towards the top of the mat. Now this plank, as with any plank, you make it your own. If you'd like to drop down onto your knees, if you'd like to stay lifted, or anything in between, make sure this posture works for you. Now, no matter what modification you're in, try to lift your chest and your stomach away from the ground equally so your shoulders are fully occupied in the back of the body. Take 2 more breaths, push back through your heels and down through your hands. Shift forward, take a breath in, and slowly lower all the way down to the ground, modifying if you need to. Bring your elbows to the mat for a Sphinx Pose. So it's kind of like you're typing on a computer. Slide the elbows right underneath your shoulders. So you have probably like a 90-degree-ish bend in the bows. There you go. Good. Grip into your fingers and then pull back like you're raking the floor alongside the body. You should feel your back muscles activate a little bit here. Push your pelvis down into the mat. And then draw like your belly button into your body. So you're not deepening the back bend, but you're finding your core. All the while, push those little toes down to the mat and lift up your kneecaps. There we go. So you're actually doing some work in Sphinx Pose. Who knew? Take 1 more breath in here and lower your chest back down. Slide your hands about halfway to your hips for Cobra Pose. Lift up once again. This time you're a little bit farther from the mat, but it's the same cueing. Push your pelvic bones down. Draw the front of the abdomen in and push your little toes down. Take another breath, lower down to the mat. Come up to table pose, hands and knees. And this time, cow pose. Breathe in, lift your chest forward, inhale at the top. Cat pose, round your spine, belly button in. Take 2 more rounds of this, connecting your breath and your body in this first real dynamic pattern of movement. Get the pelvis involved, get your head involved, and definitely get the chest involved. Big exhale into that cat pose. And then once more, cow pose. Walk your hands just a little bit forward on your mat. Downward facing dog. Press your thighs back. Awesome. Take 3 big breaths here. See if you can bring a little bit more weight into your heels. Bring your feet together at the back of your mat. And lift up your right leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hip open so you turn your pelvis towards the right side. Keep both arms straight and hug in through the center to stabilize. You can draw some circles with your ankle or your knee if you want movement. Figure out what feels best for you today. Extend your right leg all the way back and behind you. Take a breath in. Now bring your knee to your chest. Exhale, round your upper back. Kick the leg back. Again, inhale. Good. Knee to the chest. Look a little forward this time. Round the back more. So good. One more time. Kick the leg all the way back. Knee to the chest. Bring your heel to your butt. And step the foot forward. Drop your back knee down. And bring your hands to your front thigh. Push down through the thigh to begin and lengthen both of your side ribs. And then inhale, reach on up. Asana, lowest lunge you can create. Now to amp it up a little bit, push your right heel into the mat and pull it back. At the same time, pull the left knee forward on the mat. So it's almost like you're trying to wrinkle your mat in the middle. Sometimes I imagine like riding a horse in this pose. Squeeze your little pony. Take another breath in, reach high to the ceiling. Bring your hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes and just lift up that knee. This is your low lunge. Now take a breath in and lift your chest, look forward. Straighten both of your legs and fold as you breathe out. So just kind of rocking back into a longer pyramid pose. Bend the front knee and lift your chest, breathe in. Straighten out both legs and breathe out to fold. One more time. Inhale, hips low, heart high. Exhale, heart high, hips low. Bend into your knee and step forward. Top of the mat, halfway lift. Big breath in. Fold forward and breathe out. Reach all the way up to stand, Tadasana. Fold forward once again, exhale. Lift up halfway, plant your palms and step your left leg back to that lunge. High plank pose, breathe in. Lower slowly to the ground once more, exhale. Cobra pose, inhale, lift through your chest. Lower to the mat, tuck your toes. High plank, push up. Downward facing dog, awesome. Legs go back. Feet together, lift up your left leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hip open, and let it feel good. Move and wiggle or hold and save your space. Extend your left leg back and behind you, breathe in. Knee to the chest, exhale, round the upper back. Kick the leg back again, breathe in. Knee to your chest, a little bit farther this time. Last round, leg all the way back. Knee to the chest and then step the foot forward. Drop your right knee, hands to the thigh, Asana. Now the more you push down with your hands, the longer the left ribs will get. Keep that and stretch your arms up high. Same thing, hammer into your heels, draw the left heel back, pull the right knee forward and feel that really stabilize around your hips and lower back. Take one more breath in to reach. Hands to the mat, low lunge. Just pick up that back knee. Good. Take a breath in, lift your chest up. Straighten your legs, exhale, drop your nose toward your knee. Good. 2 more times like this. Think about it as a cat and cow with a little bit of extra lunging added in. Such a wonderful way to once again connect with your breath, to connect with your body, and create a little bit more diverse movement. Straighten that leg out one more time. Bend into your knee, look forward. Step to the top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. Fold forward, breathe out. Tadasana, reach tall. Fold forward, exhale. Lift up halfway, step your right leg back, plant your palms. Plank pose, breathe in, first time, lower halfway, Chaturanga. Elbows are on your ribs, upward facing dog. Point the toes, lift your thighs. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take one big breath in, big full breath out. We'll flow a little, lift your right leg up high. Knee to the chest, step it forward. Drop your back knee, reach up. Inhale, Asana. Hands to the mat, exhale. Low lunge, straighten the back leg. Straighten both legs, exhale and folds. Bend your knee, lift your chest, breathe in. Step and fold to the top, breathe out. Awesome, halfway lift, get long. Fold forward, get low. Rise all the way up, inhale, press your feet down. Fold forward, press your hips back. Lift up halfway, breathe in, lunge your left leg back. Chaturanga, elbows bend, both feet to the back of your mat. Upward facing dog, belly in. Downward facing dog. One breath here. Let the heels drop low. Lift up your left leg high. Step the foot, drop your right knee. Anjaneyasana, Asana, inhale, stretch the arms high. Low lunge, that's your full breath out. Straighten your legs, inhale. Bend your knees, breathe out, step forward, halfway lift. Fold forward, send it out. Reach up tall, get a little bit bigger every time. Forward folds. Halfway lift, big full breath in, lunge the right leg back, Chaturanga. Make sure you alternate your feet every time you flow. Upward facing dog. To downward facing dog, send it out. One big breath in. Open your mouth, let's flow. Breathe, lift your heels up high. Bend your knees, step or jump to the top. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Tadasana, just keep it simple and connect with your breath. Fold forward, it feels so good to move. Halfway lift, connect your hands. Chaturanga, back of the house. Inhale for upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One breath in, one breath out. Lift your heels up, bend your knees, step or jump. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Reach up. 2 more of these. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, get ready. Chaturanga. Now at this point, you can always skip the Chaturanga, moving back into downward facing dog. Or if you're really looking to get after it today, check out that double push-up. Once more, breathe in at the back. Send your air out. Lift your heels up, look forward, bend your knees, step, jump, or handstand into it. Halfway lift. Forward folds. Rise up, go back a little, all on this breath in. Forward folds. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga. Last time through that sun salutation, A. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a huge breath in. Open your mouth, blow it out. Ha. Lift your gaze. Bend your knees. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Fold forward, something new. Bend your knees, chair pose. Utkatasana. Pause. Sit back into your heels so all of your toes lift up off of the mat. And then lift your lower belly like you're pulling up on the fronts of your pants. Take a full breath in here. Stay in chair pose. Sweep your right arm back and behind you. Reach your right arm back forward. Breathe in. And your left arm. Sweep it back. Turn your chest, not your knees. Both arms high. Inhale, reach up. Both arms back and lift your heels up. Diver's pose. Pause here. Can you lift your heels higher? Maybe lift your pinkies higher. Drop your heels, reach up, stand tall Tadasana, and interlace your hands behind your lower back. Widen your feet out. Lift up through your chest, bend your knees, and fold it forward. Second Ragdoll here. Feel this a bit more into the shoulders. Try to punch the ceiling with your knuckles first. And then keep that distance between your shoulders and your ears. Then move your shoulders or knuckles forward. Take another big breath. Let it feel good. Release your right hand down. Bend your right knee. Reach the left arm up. Take an easy side twist here. Try to lengthen your spine and find more space down the right side of your body. One more breath in and fold forward. Bend the left knee. Reach the right arm up. Second side. Every inhale you lengthen, every exhale twist it a little bit more. And one more full breath in. Bring your hands down to the mat, exhale. Keep your feet wide, lift up halfway, and step your left leg to the back of your mat. Keep your left hand down, reach your right arm up, easy twist. So you're in this low lunge position with the right knee bent on top of the ankle, and find the rotation in your torso. Good. Keep your legs, breathe in. Tap your right elbow down inside of your right ankle. Exhale. Yes. Twice more. Breathe in, open up, big breath in. Right elbow inside of the right ankle, starting to open the hip. One more time. Breathe in, twist open. Right elbow inside of the ankle. Reach all the way up and above you. Breathe in. This time, put your hand down onto the mat. Use your core. 3-leg down dog. Kick that right leg all the way back and behind you. Bend your knee and open up your hip. Take one breath in. Lift the knee higher. Bring your right knee to your right arm. Exhale. Shift it forward. Kick the leg back. Breathe in. You have 2 more of these. Knee to the right upper arm. Exhale. Last time. Leg goes high. Breathe in. Knee to the right upper arm, lift it a little bit higher. Kick your leg high, inhale all the way back. Step your foot forward, warrior 1. Drop the back heel, reach your arms up. Pause for a beat. Press into the outer edge of your left foot and see if you can lift the inner left thigh up a little bit, taking your hips forward. Activate through your fingers and draw your shoulders down your back. Take a full breath. Stay and exhale. Reach up as high as you can. Biggest breath in. Hands to the mat. Low lunge. And listen up. Step forward. Halfway lift. Just a little warm-up round. Fold down and exhale. Bend your knees. Chair pose. 1 breath in. Sweep your left arm back. Exhale, open. Chair pose. Breathe in. Right arm back. Breathe out. Very good. Back through center. Inhale. Both arms back, diver's pose. Lift your heels, lift them high. Here's your challenge. Keep your heels lifted, stand up, reach up, heels up. You can squeeze your thighs. Heels down, interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your chest, widen your feet a little, and fold forward, just flowing through what we held before. Bring your left hand down, twist to the right. 1 breath in, open up the right arm high. Exhale, fold forward. Other side, breathe in. Left arm high, right knee bends. Exhale, fold forward. Lift up halfway. Lunge the right leg to the back of your mat. Reach the left arm up high for your twist. Pause. Take a big breath in to reach. Left elbow inside of your left ankle. Get low. Twice more. Breathe in, lean back. Put a little drama on it. Yes, exhale, elbow down, low. 1 more time, as big as you can. Inhale and open. Exhale, get it low, maybe to the ground. Stretch up last time. Full breath in, reach high. Hand to the mat. Turn your core on. 3-leg down dog. Push the left leg all the way back. Bend your knee and open your hip. Good. Lift the left knee up high. Bring your knee to your left upper arm. We're in ab territory here. Kick the leg back. Big breath in. Knee to the upper arm. I want you to lift your right ribs up too. Kick the leg back. Last time. Knee to that left upper arm. It's familiar. Kick back in behind you. Biggest breath. Softly step forward. Warrior 1. Your victory stance. Arms high. You've landed. Same as we did with the lunges earlier. Push the left heel down and pull it back. Wake up that hamstring. Push the outer right foot down and lift the inner right thigh up. Take a full breath in. Sink a little bit lower. You're not done yet. Reach up tall. Inhale. Hands to the ground. Step forward. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Breathe out. Chair pose. Just 1 breath. OG chair. Fold forward. Hands down. Hips high. Halfway lift. Get ready for it. Chaturanga. Your old friend is back. Slow and low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg high. 1 breath in. Step it forward. Warrior 1. Inhale. Arms up. Single breath. Chaturanga. Hands down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing. Lift your left leg high. Mindfully step forward. Get grounded. Warrior 1. Add in your arms. Chaturanga. Upward dog. New breath. Big shape. Downward facing dog. Send it out. 1 full breath in. Open the mouth. Let it go. Inhale. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Float or step to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold, knees bend, chair pose. 1 more sun bee. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Chaturanga. Remember to modify or simplify as you like. I can't actually see you. Upward facing dog. Downward dog. Right leg high last time. Step it forward. Warrior one. Biggest breath. Maybe go back a little. Chaturanga. Bring it on home. Upward facing. Downward dog. Left leg. Stretch it high. Step with control. Use that core. Warrior one. Touchdown arms. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One deep breath in. Sigh it out once again. Ha. Lift your right leg up high. Step forward. Warrior one. As you arrive, interlace your hands behind your back. You might want to move the right foot a little bit wider to give yourself some room. Take a back bend to breathe in and humble warrior. Bow inside of your right knee. There should be ample space in there. Relax your head. Keep some weight into your left foot so your legs are still equally distributed. Keep your head low. Release your hands to the front left corner of your mat. I call this one warrior dog. So you're doing a warrior one with your legs, but a down dog with your upper body. So reach forward, press into the palms, and sit the hips back. Take another breath in, lift your chest so you can see where you're going, and turn to the left, wide-legged forward fold, all 10 toes. Lift up halfway, have your hands under your shoulders, and then just bend into your right knee. Keep the feet flat to the ground, just a couple little lateral lunges here. And then move over to the left side. And back and forth a few more times, just kind of opening up into those outer hips before we start to work into your bigger warriors and deeper shapes. Be patient with your hips, they're kind of crabby, but they'll love you if you love them, I promise. Come back to the center in that fold, lengthen out halfway, nice flat back, and bring your hands to the front of your mat for a lunge. Once again, step back and lower through vinyasa, or just go right to downward facing dog. From your down dog, lift up the left leg high and step it forward for that wider warrior one. Take your hands behind your back and be mindful to put your other thumb on top. Lift your chest up and lead with your right shoulder, fold humble warrior. Feel the breath here with your head a little bit lower than your heart. It's a wonderful reminder of that energy moving inside of you. Stay firm into your back foot, warrior dog. Reach your arms to the front right corner of your mat. It's like you're sliding into home plate. Press your hips back. And allow your chest to drop a little bit farther. Inhale, lift your chest. And wide-legged forward fold, only one way you can pivot. Facing the right side of the room, lift up halfway. Now bend your left knee and turn your right toes up to the ceiling. So moving into ninja pose. Come back through the center and switch your sides. Take this a couple more times on your own, playing with keeping your heel on the mat or maybe lifting it up. If there's any other variation that feels good, you should certainly take it. Once you're even between your two sides, come back through the center. Lift up halfway, once again, flat back. Turn to the front for your lunge. Step to plank pose and hold this time. Bring your heels together. Drop them to the right, side plank. Reach your left arm up high. So many ways you can create a solution for this shape. You can drop down to your right knee. You can lower down to your right elbow. But I want you to reach your left arm forward over your ear. Palm faces down like you're dribbling a basketball. Do this like imaginary cartwheel in this shape. Lengthen through both of your sides. Look to the mat. Tell it you're coming. High plank pose. Good. Collect your thoughts in your body. Side two, side plank, Vashistasana, left hand down. Take the variation that works for you today. They're all good if you decide that they are. Stretch over your ear one more time. See if you can turn the pinky finger down a little bit more than the thumb. Once again, look to your mat. Take a breath in, Chaturanga. Option to let that one go as well. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Ha. Big breath in. Let it go. Lift your heels up. Bend your knees. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Lift up halfway. Fold forward. Chair pose. Sit low. Stretch your arms high. Pause. Bring your hands to your heart. Lean forward and twist to the right side. Hook your left elbow best as you can outside of your right knee. Think about lifting your lower abdomen away from your thighs like you're doing a cat pose, but lift your sternum away from your belly button like you're doing a cow pose. Stay for 2 more breaths. Every exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Last inhale together, fill up, fold forward, exhale. Right away, halfway lift, big breath in. Fold and breathe out, bend your knees, chair pose. Hands together at your heart. Same thing, shift forward, twist to the left side. Try to keep your knees in line with one another best that you can. And same little rounding of the lower back, but lift of your chest. Take 2 more breaths. See if you can lengthen your spine any more. Last inhale together and fold forward, exhale. Separate your feet. Grab your big toes. Lift up halfway, keep holding your toes. Fold forward, bend your elbows. Toes and bows. Pull your shoulders up away from your ears towards your butt. And then really pull on your toes a little bit here. One action that we don't often do in yoga is pulling. So this is a wonderful way to contract into your biceps, into your pec muscles, and help to stabilize your shoulder joint in an entirely different way. Continue to hold your toes, lift up halfway, flat back, big breath. Fold as deep as you can, exhale. Release your toes. Lift up halfway, flat back, big breath. Chaturanga, right back and through, meeting in downward facing dog. Lift up your right leg high. Step it forward, warrior 2. First time, new shape. Take your time to get used to it, get into it. Can bend and straighten the front leg a couple of times. And even look at the shape. We miss a lot of visual confirmation when we do yoga. Feel free to look at the body. See what's working. What can you adjust? Where have you landed? Build that connection however you can. Reverse your warrior. Find space down both sides of your ribs. An extended side angle. Parshvakonasana. Bring your elbow inside of the right knee. It's visited there a couple of times with those elbow taps. Push the elbow into the knee and vice versa. Now reach the left arm forward, just like you did in that side plank. Turn the pinky finger down a little bit more than the thumb. And now pull your right heel towards your left heel. Wake up that hamstring once again. There it is. Take another breath in. Another breath out. One more inhale, lean back a little bit. Bring your left hand down to the mat. Side plank. So you're going to take the same shape, but with the option to bring your right leg into tree pose. So left hand down, side plank. Play with your right leg. It is your toy. It is your accessory. Option to just keep the feet together or even modify and bring the knee down. Take it slow and steady. Look at the mat. Bend your elbows. Chaturanga. Feet go back, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Awesome job. Lift the left leg up high, second side. Step it forward. Warrior dose. Turn your inner left thigh up. Press your outer right heel down. Now reverse from that strong base of your legs. Take another deep breath in, extended side angle. Slide the elbow just inside of the knee. You don't have to go as low as you need to touch the floor, but just so you feel the inner left thigh rolling up. Top arm over your ear, dribble your basketball. Find the length all the way down your armpit towards the hip. Take another breath in. Stay and let it out. Hang out here. One more breath in. Lay it back. Bring your right hand down. Side plank on that right hand. Option to grab the left ankle and place the foot into tree pose. Stay for 3 breaths. Bump that bottom hip up nice and high. You got this. One more breath in. Hands to the mat. Exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing. So good. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet this time. Separate your feet a little bit. Slide your hands underneath your feet. Gorilla pose. Once your hands are in position, lift up halfway. Lengthen your sternum away from the belly button. Keep that length and fold forward. Try to shift a little bit more weight into the ball mounds of your feet so your booty gets a little bit more excited. You have a cute little puppy tail. Breathe into the back of the body, into your side ribs. Just offer some space. Release your hands back to the mat. Lift up halfway, flat back. Fold it forward, exhale. Rise all the way up to stand. Big full breath in, arms go above you. And bring your hands together at your heart. Focus your eyes on something tangible in front of you. And lift up your right leg to tree pose. Once you find your balance, push your left leg into your right foot. From there, maybe reach your arms up. And allow those little wiggles and waddles to happen. It means that your ankle is doing its job. Challenge yourself as much as you need. Maybe look up or close your eyes. Let this be a pause. A moment to experience and reconnect with your breath and what's going on around you. Take one more breath in. Bring your hands to heart center. Exhale, wait for it. Another breath here. And step it down, foot down, arms alongside your body. Big inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Hands to your heart. Get connected and try out the second side, tree pose, Vashistasana. Take any variation, any challenge, any play you'd like to incorporate here. Think about grounding your roots into the earth, growing imaginary fruit or flowers, or maybe housing birds in your tree today. Have fun with it. Take 2 more breaths. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. Last breath in. And relax your foot down, relax your arm down. Back of the mat, reach up tall. Inhale, Tadasana. A little bit more work to do here. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Downward facing dog. If you want to take a vinyasa before you go there, be my guest, my friends. I'll meet you back in your dog. Take a full breath here. And send it all the way out. Lift up your right leg high. Bring your knee to your left upper arm. Exhale. Kick the leg back and behind you. Again, knee to the left upper arm. One more time. Kick that leg all the way up. Knee to the left upper arm. This time, rock star. Kick the right leg underneath you to the left. So you're in a split leg side plank. Reach the left arm up high and maybe even over your ear. You can always modify by placing the right knee down to the ground or create a challenge by lifting the right foot entirely off of the ground. Look to the mat. Put your left palm down, 3-leg down dog, all the way up, back, and behind you. Step your right foot forward. Reach up, crescent lunge. First time here. Back heel stays lifted. Put a little bit of a bend into that left knee. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Lean forward and twist to the right. Work to hook the left elbow outside of your right knee. And if that's not happening today, try on easy twist. Plant the left hand to the floor, reach the right arm up. Press through your inner left heel and feel that stretch the skin on the back of the knee. Add in any other variation here. Can split the arms open, take a bind, 3 more breaths. You've worked to acquire this space, now enjoy being in it. And take 1 more full breath in here, hands down to the mat for a low lunge, and then just step your back foot halfway forward, pyramid pose. Stay in the fold, but lift up halfway. Pull your right hip back, and then fold long, good. Sometimes I like to place my right thumb just into my right hip crease, giving it a nice push back. It's like you all have your own little alley right now. Keep the length in your spine as you fold. This is a wonderful place to continue to stretch out your hamstrings. If you would like to add on a complementary twist, start to walk your left hand towards the right side of your mat, and then eventually reach your right arm up in the full revolved pyramid pose. Take 3 more breaths, either in that revolve or in your folded pyramid. Take 1 more full inhale here. See if you can fold any deeper as you exhale. Bend into your right knee. Reach your left leg up, standing splits. Pop it forward. You know me, you're going to get up on your hands. Start here and enjoy a couple of deep breaths in this wonderful pose of flexibility, of inversion. Anytime your head is lower than your heart, you're getting the benefits of getting upside down. Now, if you want to try on a couple handstand kick-ups, plant your palms forward underneath your shoulders. From here, lift up your right heel high, bend your right knee forward, and then just start to kick your right hip up on top of the shoulders. Your left leg really just gets to go along for the ride. Take 3 to 5 of these, and don't be so serious. Have a little bit of fun. Land softly, just as you go up with care and control. Now, wherever you are, you have to choose how to get back to your downward facing dog. So handstand to chaturanga is an option if you've been working into that challenge. Otherwise, simply step back and lower. Use that vinyasa to clear out your hips. Up dog is so wonderful after all of those big twists. I'll meet you at the back. Last big side here. Lift up your left leg high. Bring your knee to your right upper arm. Exhale. 2 more of those. Inhale, kick it back to the right upper arm. Try to get above your elbow if you can. Last time, all the way back. Knee to the upper arm, pause, and kick it out, rockstar. Drop the back heel and reach the right arm up. Take 1 more full breath. Bring your right hand down to the mat. 3-leg down dog, left leg, kick it up, back and behind you. Use your core. Step forward. High crescent lunge. Once your arms are up in the air, again, a little bend in that right knee can be really, really nice to bring some softness into your lower back. Bring your hands together, lean forward, twist to the left side of the room. Prayer twist. Now again, you have those same options to make it your own, modify, intensify, be creative, but your base is key. Push back through your right heel and glue down through your left foot. The more opposition you create between your right elbow and your left knee, the more support you'll have. Take 1 more full breath and bring your hands down to the mat for your low lunge and step your back foot halfway forward. From here, lift up halfway to prepare and fold into pyramid pose. Continue to draw the left hip back. And again, utilize that left palm or left thumb if that was helpful on the first side. Keep length and space between your chin and your chest, both on the front and the back. And let your hamstrings tell you where to go in the shape. Start to bring your right hand towards the left side of your mat. Lift your spine up halfway and reach your left arm up for the fully revolved pyramid pose. It's a big shape. Make sure you breathe. And wherever you are, just take 1 more really good breath in and hands down for the pyramid pose. Bend into your left knee, kick your right leg up, standing splits. Everyone pop your hands a little bit forward. Now ground down into the palms, especially if you're going to work into the handstand. Look in front of your fingers. See where you're going. Lift the left heel high, breathe in. Bend the left knee, breathe out, and flick your hips up on top of the shoulders, coming down with care. Try 5 of these. And the more often you do it, the easier it will be. The biggest part about getting into your handstand is the mental barrier. It's a thing. But the more comfortable you become with it, the more comfortable your body will become with it. And same transition to the back, either working your handstand, slowly bending the elbows into Chaturanga. Otherwise, step back 1 foot at a time to lower halfway. Big upward facing dog. It's one of your last ones. Enjoy it. And downward facing dog. Press it back. Huge breath in. Huge breath out. Lift your right leg up high. Step the foot forward. Lower your back knee. Good. Reach your arms up, Anjane Asana, and this time half splits. Bring your hands down, straighten out your right leg. So starting to get into more of the flexibility part of the practice, be patient. Let the breath come in to give you comfort, to give you presence. Feel free to stay in this half split or slide the front foot forward to any degree of your full split, Hanuman Asana. Blocks can be really wonderful underneath your two hands if you're somewhere in between that 50 and 100% of your split. Wherever you may be, try to lengthen out the front of your spine. Acknowledge all 5 of your right toes as they point up to the ceiling. And breathe. You will not explode, I promise. Try just 5 more good rounds of breath. You've made your way here. Now we can enjoy it. As you're ready to come out, either start to slide your right heel back in if you've been in a full split. Everyone then bend into your right knee, plant your palms down, 3-leg downward facing dog, right leg goes up and back, bend your knee and stack your hip. This is a great place to release or flip your dog over. Drop your right toes to the left side of your body off of your mat. Reach your right arm either up to the ceiling or to the floor in front of you. Stay and breathe, maybe lift that left hip up a little bit more. And when you feel complete, downward facing dog. Awesome job. One more side to go. You can do it. Lift up the left leg high. Step it forward, Anjane Asana. Drop the knee, reach your arms up. Really nice to get the front body space before you split, halves or full. Just like your pyramid pose, wrap your outer left hip in and your outer right hip forward. Good. Point all 5 of the left toes up. Nice active feet. And then where can you find the space to breathe? Three more rounds of breath. Is there any more room for you to slide into? Start to pull your left heel in if it slid forward for the full split. Everyone bend into the left knee, plant your palms, 3-leg downward facing dog, all the way back, bend your knees, stack your hips, stay, or flip that doggy over. You're always gonna end up off of your mat in flip dog. That's gonna keep your shoulder in a really healthy position. As that side feels complete, downward facing dog, it's the last one of the day. Take a huge breath in. Send it out, let it go. Lift your heels up, bend your knees, step or jump to your seat. Extend your legs forward in front of you. Grab onto your butt cheeks and pull them back so you're angled forward a little bit in your pelvis. Reach up tall to the ceiling, breathe in, lift your heart, and fold forward over 2 long legs. Don't get too comfortable right away. Lift your chest, inhale, and then fold again as you exhale. Don't worry about licking your knees. Think about creating more space in the front of your torso, from your throat all the way down to your belly button. Take one more breath in and let it all the way out. Slowly sit up and lower down onto your back. Bend into your knees, feet flat to the floor. Moving into our back bends here, bridge pose. Make sure your toes point a little bit more in than they do out. Press down to your heels, lift your hips up and back. Don't worry about height so much, but think about creating a diagonal line from the points of your ribs to the points of your knees. Push down into your heels and then draw them away from one another to help drop the inner thighs down a little bit. With your inner thighs low, lift your outer hips high. Lengthen the front of your jaw, the front of your neck. Take one more breath in and lower your hips down to the ground. And always avoid bringing your knees into your chest until you are completely done with back bends. So it's best to rest here in a neutral position, or if you need something else, drop your knees together. Moving on to round 2. You are more than welcome to repeat that bridge pose. It is an amazing pose. Or set up for wheel pose. Reach your arms up to the ceiling like you are a zombie ready to attack. Yes. Keep your arms straight. Pull your shoulder blades flat to the floor. Feel that integration in your shoulder. It's strong and it's supported. Now bend your elbows and place your palms next to your ears. Your fingers point the same direction as your toes. Now, before you worry too much about it, lift up to the top of your head and stop. Once you are on the top of your head, widen out your hands and turn your fingers more out to the right and left. Squeeze your elbows towards the center and now push your chest between your elbows, wheel pose. With that set up, your shoulders in a really safe and comfortable position to give you the optimal back bend in your upper back. Oftentimes, we dump way too much in the lower back in wheel pose. So feel this space in your lower back and feel more stretch in your upper spine. Take one more full breath in and lower your hips down. Once again, just rest in a neutral position or knock your knees together. You got one more to do. You've baked your cake and now you get to eat it. Set up your final back bend with me. Place your hands next to your ears for that wheel pose if you're going. Lift up to the top of your head, same cues. Widen the hands, turn the fingers out, pin the elbows, and finally, everyone push the chest back. Bridge or wheel, wherever you are going, you are breathing in and out through your heart. Energy moving completely through your spine, down to your toes, out the crown of your head. Full body integration. You have built up for this. Breathe into it. Take one more full breath in. And lower it down. Ha. I feel like I did that one with you. Drop your knees together. Take your feet a little bit wider. Bring your hands to your upper thighs. Take a big breath in and exhale, push your thighs forward. It will feel very good. Do that a couple more times. Big exhale to press your upper thighs forward, giving you more space in your lower back. When you feel ready, open up your knees and bring your feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. Close your eyes at this point. Relax your arms into any comfortable position. And just feel all of this amazing space and energy coursing through your body. Bring awareness to your breath. Maybe even awareness to the beat of your heart. And allow it to start to come back to a more neutral pattern. More ease. Take your hands to your outer thighs and just close your knees up like a book. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Little figure 4. Grab onto the back of your left leg and pull it in towards you. If you'd rather grab to the front of the shin or take any other variation, this is your time to open up your outer hip a little bit. Keep your feet flexed. And enjoy all of the length of your spine as you open up into your outer right leg. Take 3 more breaths. Continuing with the right leg on top, cross your right knee all the way on top of your left knee. And then move your butt over to the right side. Drop your knees over to the left side. Just a nice, easy twist. If it doesn't feel good to have your knees crossed, feel free to take any other variation of the twist. All I ask is that your shoulder blades stay flat to the floor. So you feel this more in your middle and upper back than you do in the lower back. A few nice easy rounds of breath. Have your eyes closed. If you're able to dim the lights, start to bring that ease back in. Take a happy baby. Come to the center. Open up your knees wide and grab onto the outer edges of your feet. The feet aren't accessible. Grab the backs of your knees like you're doing a cannonball. And then rock a little bit from side to side. This should feel good on your back. Bring your right foot down to the ground. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Take that figure 4 second side. Grab onto the back of your right leg. Activate your feet. And pull the right leg towards you as you push your left leg away from you. As your two sides feel balanced, slide your left knee on top of your right knee. Move your hips a little to the left side and drop your knees toward the right side. Breathe long into the left side of your ribs. Invite space into the lower back. Ease across your face. Come back through the center, one more happy baby. Grab onto the bottoms of your feet again, or modify as needed. This time, get a little bit more wild with it. Rock side to side, maybe straighten out one leg at a time. Maybe straighten out both legs together. Take anything else you need to feel really good, and then wrap your arms around your shins. Come up into the tiniest little meatball nugget you could create. Take a huge, giant breath in and Shavasana. Spread out big here. This pose really does not have any requirement other than rest. Soften your toes, your fingers. Part your lips ever so softly. Imagine your eyebrows floating away from one another. And allow your practice to soak into your body as your body melts into your mat. Rest here in peace for a few moments, and I'll join you again to close the practice. Start to come back into your breath. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Stretch your arms up high above your body. Lengthen your legs long. Take a breath in and squeeze your butt cheeks. Lift your hips up. Exhale and relax. Draw your knees into your chest. Just really easily roll over to your right side. Pause here. This new beginning, coming out of your practice and into the rest of your life. Decide to bring your yoga with you. This patience, this breath, this connection. Make your way up to a seat. With your eyes closed, land naturally. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, a little bit of gratitude for your practice. Bow your chin down towards your fingertips. The light in me bows to the light within each of you. Namaste.